In this problem, we're going to continue to learn how to use the unit bar to solve problems with proportionality, but we're going to combine our ratio model with writing and solving an algebraic equation. Let's get started. To make Italian dressing, you need 4 parts vinegar for 9 parts olive oil. How much olive oil do you need to make 65 ounces of Italian dressing? Well, let's get started with our model. I know that we had 4 parts of vinegar and 9 parts olive oil. So I'm going to model the vinegar first with 4 unit bar. That is dividing the unit bar into 4 parts. And when I combine that vinegar with olive oil, I get fabulous dressing. So we're going to create our olive oil bar, and this one is going to be quite a bit longer because this one requires 9 parts. It needs to be more than twice the length of the vinegar bar because we're using more than twice the parts of olive oil. Makes sense. Salad dressing is generally mostly oil. So we've got 4 parts that I've already drawn in, and I want to make another 4 parts. And then that last bit I'm going to split up into 2 more, so I should, if I go back and count, have 9 parts. Looks good. All right, so we've set up our ratio. Now we're going to take a look at our goal. Let's go back and reread the question. How much olive oil do you need to make 65 ounces of Italian dressing? So I can see in this last part of the problem 2 things. Gives us the information about the total amount of dressing we want to make and what we want to know. We want to know how much olive oil we're going to use, and it looks like we're working in ounces. And because we're making 65 ounces of dressing, the vinegar plus the olive oil, that's what we combine or mix together to make the dressing. And so as I label this, I can label both unit bars as totaling 65 ounces. Great. Now I'm going to create a really quick and easy algebraic equation. You'll notice that we had 4 parts vinegar and 9 parts olive oil. 4 plus 9 is 13. That's 13 units. And rather than writing units out, I'm going to use the u as a variable. So 13u is equal to 65 ounces. And you know what? I forgot to label this, so I'm going to label this ounces just because that'll help me remember to answer it correctly at the end. This is a one-step equation. We're going to divide both sides by 13. When we do that, on the left, u is all by itself, and 65 divided by 13 is 5. So it looks like every unit in our model is equal to 5 ounces. Well, going back to make sure that we answer the question, we want to know how much olive oil we're going to use. Well, if we're going to have 9 parts olive oil, that's really 9u. So pardon me, let's do this, 9u, and that's what we want to actually figure out. So we're going to take 9 times 5, every unit represents 5 ounces. 9 times 5 is 45, so the amount of olive oil we need is 45 ounces, and there you go.